everything, absolutely everything that we take in, like ingest, eat, drink, smoke or not smoke, everything that we ingest, along with the environments that we hang out in, is part of our diet. And that has immediate and direct effect on how we vibrate. It's all frequency. Everything has a frequency, everything. And so what you ingest is what you become. You become a resonance for what you take in. And that has a collective frequency on its own. So if you are, for example, I'll give a very, very little example. For example, if you kind of like to eat something that you know is really bad for you, and it's full of stuff that you know that it does not, and it's sold by manufacturers that put certain ingredients in it to make you addicted to it, and it has these kind of like all these additives in it that affect your brain and your digestive system, but you just want one more, you know, because it just tastes so good. That kind of thing, right? That has, it belongs to a collective of where it comes from. And everything about that collective of where it comes from is now part of you. And it affects your feelings and your thoughts and your behavior. The world and the happenings out there will only show up to what I'm aligning to in myself. So when it's complicated within you, it's more complicated out there. It's like a reflection, right? What you wish to happen, can that happen first in you? As long as I'm not a match for the thing that I'm longing for, it can never come. And, you know, in the times when I've been in the kind of like, oh, it's too much. The other thing that shows up is also in the match with that energy. You know, when I actually go for the thing that I'm longing for already here, I become like a match for something I never could imagine to show up. You know, it's such an alignment thing. So that is one thing that you can put into practice, is the thing that you long for, that you become. You long to be met, become that one who meets. You long to be seen, become the one who sees. Just imagine if the whole human race could kind of begin to meet this way. I feel that that's one thing that this time, the times we're moving in, is teaching so many, is, you know, we can't really wait anymore to live. We can't wait for it's not in the future. It's really clarifying, like, if there's no long-term dream, like, what do you want to be living? Live it now. Live it now. Start living now. Just by, in your everyday moments, start bringing in what you want to be living. Even if it's just 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here. Really clarifying What's most important to you in this life, in this lifetime? When we boil it all down, you know, everything that I could think up about the way that I want to live, what it all boils down to in the end is having the space just to be. When I have the space just to be, it is incredible what comes pouring through. Pure creativity that life is pure creativity. It comes through in the space of just being. I just want my being to be allowed just to be. So it's more about what needs to be removed for that to happen. What can I clear out so that this being can be? And then there is so much creativity that comes pouring through that it gets busy, but not in the same way as the busyness to avoid, but the busyness of pure creativity expressing itself. And this is love creating life just out of, like these bodies, it's made out of pure creativity, out of pure love, have created these forms and birthed human life. The essence of that is love. It's something so original, before human trauma, before human desires, before human everything. The very essence of what this life is that gives birth to the miracle of this. That's pure creativity. And that's busy. That's very busy, multiplying cells, trillions of cells, very, very busy. And not just busy to create a human form, but to keep it running for sometimes 100 years. That's pure creativity, constantly, constantly at work. But it's out of no agenda. It's out of pure being. That's the origin of it. Before taking human form, you were a being. And you're still a being. And once this human form drops away, the being of you that is aware, you'll see it drop away. You cannot not be aware. Just as water cannot not be wet. And in this moment, I have this feeling like godliness is singing, singing to itself. So when we dance and we put music that is made from the same song, and the body begins to dance to that music, it is godliness. There's nobody there trying to dance. There's no agenda. It's the loss of all agenda in this life, just singing to itself and dancing its own dance. And out of this is joy overflowing. That belongs to nobody. It is the joy of life itself. But when we try to make a person joyful, this is hard work. We need to find entertainment. This is hard work. It's in the essence. It's in the origin. It's in who we really are. I invite you to spend this evening being. Just being. Allowing your being just to be. In the same way that water cannot help to be wet, you cannot help but be aware. And in this space of aware, much is revealed. Allow yourself to be the space of being aware. Which allows for revelation. Hey there, come on over and join our new private community, Born to be Free, where we're moving all the free content. It's a place where we can meet, share, interact, and everybody can share their gifts. You can sign up for free at Ananta-Kranti.mn.co.